So good to be with you all today. As Carolyn is reminding me, it's day 1348. So that's amazing. Thank you all for being here with us. And uh, yeah, I think we should just get started. This is a program of Carpe Diem Arts, bringing you one song every day at noon Eastern Time. Yes, so thanks to Carpe Diem Arts for making this possible. And I'm Jaden. I'm going to be hosting today, and really excited to sing with you all on this Thursday. So, first of all, hello to everybody who's watching on the live stream. If everyone in the Zoom room can help me wave them in wherever you're watching this from. So glad that you're with us. And thank you to Joe, who's the creator of this program and supporting us on tech today. Thanks for being here, joining in from New Hampshire. And I'm really excited to have Fran André as our song leader today, not as our host, as she's been doing recently. So this will be really fun to have her as a song leader again. And hello to Gary in Massachusetts. Thanks for joining us. And Susan in Cincinnati. Good to see you. Hello to Julie in Ontario, Canada, and Cricket in Silver Spring. Hi, Sheila in Florida, and Kevin in New Hampshire. Good to see you. Ruth and Clive together in Birmingham, UK. Hello to Carolyn in Boise and Storm in Massachusetts, but also in the Zoomiverse. And Nancy in Washington State in your Irish Cow. Great to see you. And Bonnie in Boise, welcome. Hello, Linda on Orcas Island. Welcome, Elizabeth in California. Glad you're with us today. And Kathy in Denver. Great to see you. Mabel and Two Bears in Massachusetts. And good to see you, Hoda in BC and Annette in California. Welcome to Trish in Victoria, BC, and Sarah in Texas. Hello to Nick and Rosie coming in from the UK. Glad you're with us today. And Hindi, welcome, welcome. Hello to Aloysius in Massachusetts, and also to Deli in Silver Spring. Glad you're with us, Sue in Seattle, and Marcia coming in from Canada. Hello to Bob in Massachusetts and Linda Rose, also in Massachusetts. Hi, Caroline in DC and Lynn in Connecticut. Welcome, Jane in Texas. And Ray, that's Joe's mom. And hello to Fred in Silver Spring and Karen Renner. Welcome, welcome. And just making sure I didn't miss anybody. But I think that's all the folks in the room with us right now. So thanks for being with us today. And I'm really excited to bring forward Fran André as our song leader today. She's been hosting so much lately, which has been awesome. And I'm really excited that you're singing today. For those who don't know, Fran is a singer. She's a song leader, but we're going to hear more about her journey later. And she's also been really involved with the Black Lives Matter commissioning project that a lot of folks from the Daily Antidote have been a part of, like Dr. Kathy Bullock and Leah Morris, for example. So so glad that you're singing with us today, Fran. How are you?
Oh, thank you, Jaden. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. This is very, very weird now. I feel like because I've been
Yeah.
hosting so much, I'm like, oh, I'm in the other seat today, which is what I did right at the beginning quite a lot. That was my introduction to the Daily
Yeah.
Antidote. So, yeah, going back to earlier times. I've got a bit of a cold today, which you might hear.
Mm.
Yeah. So that might come out in my singing.
Um,
Yeah.
no worries. Why don't we get started with the first song?
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's do it. So, as Jaden was saying, I'm gonna explain a little bit more about kind of like my whole what I am at the moment, what I'm doing. It's kind of a very different world for me right now. I was a song leader and I had a choir, Soul of the City Gospel Choir, which I no longer lead. I actually passed that on to a new leader when I had a sabbatical. But the song I'm going to start with is one that I did. I think I've done this here before, and it's one I did with Soul of the City. So it's really sweet to kind of remember back to those days. And it's Rise Up, Shepherd, and Follow. And I found it, yeah, it's a good one. I love it. I found this arrangement online and I actually tried to contact the choir leader, but I couldn't. So, if anyone knows this choir, I would love to be able to say thank you to the choir leader for the inspiration of this arrangement. but it was let me see if I can find it. Yes, it was the Choir of the Cascades in Oregon. And I heard this arrangement and I was like, oh my God, I've got to do an arrangement inspired by that. So I did this one of Rise Up Shepherd. So I'm going to play a little bit, then I'm going to teach you a little bit, and then we're going to sing it all together. So here it goes. It's kind of a jazzy vibe. There's a star in the east on Christmas morn. Rise up, shepherd, and follow. It will lead to the place where the Saviour is born. Rise up, shepherd, and follow. Leave your sheep and leave your lambs. Rise up, shepherd, and follow. Leave your ewes and leave your rams. Rise up, shepherd, and follow. Okay, we're just going to pause there. I'm just going to do that little bit. So, just so you can know a little bit of the tune. So it goes. There's a star in the east on Christmas morn. Sing that with me. There's a star in the east on Christmas morn. And we all go, rise up, shepherd, and follow. Same tune. It will lead to the place where the Saviour is born. Try that with me. It will lead to the place where the Saviour is born. Rise up, shepherd, and follow. Then we have the response. The next bit I'm just going to sing through so you get a little taste of it. It's very easy. Leave your sheep and leave your lambs. Rise up, shepherd, and follow. Leave your ewes and leave your rams. Rise up, shepherd, and follow. So that's the verse. And then the chorus, we're just going to blast it on. Follow, follow. Rise up, shepherd, and follow. Follow the star to Bethlehem. Rise up, shepherd, and follow. So in the chorus, just pick a harmony, blast it out, sing a Christmas carol to your neighbours. So let's give it a go, and we'll do it a couple of times. We'll do it once at the beginning and once at the end, so there's a lot of time to get into it. So enjoy, here we go. There's a star in the east on Christmas morn. Rise up, shepherd, and follow. It will lead to the place where the Saviour is born. Rise up, shepherd, and follow. Leave your sheep and leave your lambs. Rise up, shepherd, and follow. Leave your ewes and leave your rams. Rise up, shepherd, and follow. Chorus. Follow, follow. Rise up, shepherd, and follow. Follow the star to Bethlehem. Rise up, shepherd, and follow. Yeah. Verse 2. If you take good heed to the angel's words, rise up, shepherd, and follow. You'll forget your flocks, you'll forget your herds. Rise up, shepherd, and follow. your troubles, leave your cares, rise up, shepherd, and follow. Leave your worries, leave them there, rise up, shepherd, and follow. Follow, follow, rise up, shepherd, and follow. Follow the star to Bethlehem. Jazz hands. Rise up, shepherd, and follow. Follow, follow. Rise up, shepherd, and follow. Follow the star to Bethlehem. Rise up, people, and follow. Okay, so now there's a bit of an energetic ending. You'll get it. You've got to follow. You've got to follow. You've got to follow. Follow the star. You've got to follow. You've got to follow. You've got to follow. Follow the star. You've got to follow. You've got to follow. You've got to follow. Follow the star. You've got to follow. Oh yeah. You've got to follow. You've got to follow. You've got to follow. Follow the star. Yay!
Oh my gosh, that is so fun. That's a great ending.
It's really fun, isn't it? It took the audience by surprise when we did that.
Yeah, oh,
Yeah,
that's
it's so
great.
great.
And what a awesome arrangement too of that song. I
I
think I've heard it before,
know.
but yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
really
mean,
great.
not this arrangement, the song. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's very jazzy and fun, and yeah, love doing it. I love doing the arrangement of it. It's really good.
Yeah. And I also I love in that last little chorus it says rise up people and follow. I don't know if that always happens, but I love that.
Yeah, I
Wow.
think either I put that in or the choir leader put it in. I was like, oh
Okay.
yeah, let's definitely have Rise Up People.
Yeah.
Yes,
That really
yes,
like brings it home, I feel like.
yeah,
That's awesome.
same. Yeah. Oh, lovely as usual to see everybody's faces out there singing
Yeah.
along.
Yeah, that was so fun. Do you want to go right into the second song? So,
Well,
or
yeah.
tell us a little bit about it
Maybe
first.
I'll introduce it first and just say a little bit about why I chose the second song. So yeah, that first song was basically from my former life, is kind of like what it feels like now. So when I first came onto the Daily Antidote, I was really in a very different phase of my life. I was running a gospel choir called Soul of the City Gospel Choir, which I absolutely loved. I created that from scratch and um, you know, put it out, did the logo, kind of, it was like my baby. And I absolutely loved it and had a wonderful journey with that choir. And I was doing community choirs around Devon. And then over lockdown, I kind of had this sort of big, it just started to emerge where I was feeling something like shifting and changing in me. And actually, the Black Lives Matter, the Black Composers Commissioning Project, was really a big part of that, in kind of like aligning me with what my heart felt was important. It was like, okay, I'm here once. I want to do something that's really meaningful to me, something that can really make a difference. And, I'd always loved the community side of choirs, and I felt I was bringing my heart to it, and it felt like a really big contribution. But then felt like I wanted to kind of go deeper with what my offering was, basically. So it's just led, after that project, after the Black Lives Commissioning project, I kind of felt like I need to have a sabbatical, which I know I shared with everyone here, and I went off for a few months and then came back. And that, I feel like that sabbatical has kind of continued to work its way through my life, in that I just don't feel so drawn to being a singing leader in the same way as I did before. So I'm like really very much in this process of what I would call like deconstruction just letting everything fall away, which I feel like happens in the winter. And I feel like I've heard from others too, sometimes there's periods of your life where you just go into kind of like a fallow period where it's just like you're under earth, you're dreaming the future, you're kind of like letting everything die. So I
Mm,
feel like I'm in that, and like we're in that collectively as winter. And a song that
yeah.
I absolutely love that really inspires me is by one of the wonderful composers of the Black Composers Commissioning Project, Leah Morris, who is
Yay.
incredible. How much do I love all of the composers? Leah, I
Mhm.
just love her songs. They're so accessible, so singable, so beautiful. So one of her songs, Honor the Dark, really speaks to me. And I know it's not Christmassy, but I feel it is solsticey because we're getting to this darkest time of the year. And I feel like honoring the dark is something collectively we could do with doing a lot more. You know, that period of the unknown, the darkness, the dying away. You know, we all like it when it's okay, we know what we're doing, we're in the light, but this
Mhm.
time of the year has real gifts to it. So that's why I chose this song, because of the time of year and also where I am in my journey. But
Yeah.
that was a lot. I can talk, can't I, Jaden, basically?
No, it was great. Like, thank you for sharing about this. And like, I think it's not always easy to share about transformation when you're in that dark part.
Yeah.
So I just really like thank you for sharing about it while you're in
Mm.
this, that sort of
Mm.
phase of it. It's not always easy to
Mm.
talk about because you haven't emerged yet or you're still figuring things out. So it can be a little harder to talk about, especially publicly. But I think
Yeah.
it's so important. And the darkness does
Yeah.
have so much to teach us and slowing down, going within,
Yes.
letting things fall away if they need to. It's so
Yeah.
important. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you thank you for reflecting that you understand it too from your experience. That's so great.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like I've basically just been in it so long though. I've kind of
Mhm.
got used to it. I've got used
Uh-huh.
to it. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's great to talk about it, isn't it? Just yeah. So
Awesome.
I shall sing the song and hopefully um you'll be able to hear this. So it starts very low, which is very low for me. But yeah, just have a listen once through, and there's lots of different parts, and then we can maybe sing it again. Honor the dark as you do the light. Receive the gifts that come to us by day and by night. I choose to honor the dark, uncertainty and change. Deliver us from fear until only love remains. Honor the dark as you do the light. Receive the gifts that come to us by day and by night. I choose to honor the dark, uncertainty and change. Deliver us from fear until only love remains. As a butterfly slips free from her dark cocoon, as the evening sky reaches the light of the moon, I choose to. Sometimes fear surrounds us, sometimes there will be pain. Let the darkness heal you until only love remains. Honor the darkness, 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 honor the dark. Okay, I'm going to play it again because it's so short. And we're all on screen. Here we go from the beginning. Honor the dark as you do the light. Receive the gifts that come to us by day and by night. I choose to honor the dark, uncertainty and change. Deliver us from fear until only love remains. Honor the dark
Receive the gifts that come to us by day and by night. I choose to honor the dark,
honor the
uncertainty and
dark,
shame. Deliver us from fear
honor the
until only love
dark.
remains.
As the
Honor the
butterfly
dark,
slips free from her
dancing
dark
through the light.
cocoon, as
Receive
the
the gifts
evening
that
sky
come to
reveals
us
the
by
light
day
of
and
the
by night. I
moon.
choose to
Sometimes fear
honor the
surrounds
dark,
us, sometimes there
uncertainty
will be
and
pain.
change.
Let the
Deliver us
darkness
from
heal
fear
you until
until only
only love
love
remains.
remains. Honor the
Honor the
dark
darkness,
as you do the
honor the
light.
darkness,
Receive the gifts
honor the
that come to us by
darkness,
day and by
honor the
night. I choose to
darkness,
honor the
honor the
dark,
darkness,
uncertainty and
honor the
change.
darkness,
Deliver us from
honor the
fear until
darkness,
only love
honor the
remains.
darkness, honor
Honor
the
the
dark.
dark.
Yay.
Gorgeous. Sending love to Leah Morris for that.
Oh, what a song.
Amazing.
I mean, I love it. It's so earthy and dark and
Yeah.
delicious. Yeah, thank you, Leah, for just being amazing songstress.
Yeah. And thank you for bringing it today. I mean, it totally is like reflective of all the things you were just talking about. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, and feels really good for this time of year.
Mm.
Yeah, when it's
Yeah.
getting colder, we're um, inching toward the solstice and yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
Yeah. I'm going to be leading a solstice ceremonies. This is one of the things that's
Oh,
maybe the
cool.
seeds coming out of this time. I'm really feeling drawn to kind of do more singing on the land, singing in community with like ceremony. So there's
Mm,
this new community land-based project where they want to really honor the land and listen to the land. There's been quite a lot of colonial legacy on the land, and they want to kind of have
mhm.
sort of putting good energy into it. So I'm gonna lead this song, which I think is just perfect for this time of
Yeah.
year and the where they are in the project, before they're really launching it. So yeah,
Oh,
that's one of the
cool.
little seeds I feel is perhaps a little pathway for like singing, really kind of nature singing is one of the ways that I might go. But who knows? There's many
Mhm.
options that could come out, and also it can be easy to kind of fix the next phase too soon in a way.
Yeah.
It's what I've kind of learned from this year is that actually sometimes it can take even longer than we think to
Mm.
really tune into what the next thing is. So I'm just really listening.
That's a great reminder. That's a really great
Mm.
reminder. Do you want to say, I'm really curious about this project that you're somewhat involved with about singing on the land, and it sounds like sort of
Mm.
restoring relationship to
Mm.
the land. Is there anything else that you could
Yeah.
tell us about it a little bit?
Oh, well, one thing I will say is that I am just getting lots from going out intuitively into nature and singing my connection with whatever that place is. And I
Mm-hmm.
feel like it's coming from being with trees, being with water. Like song just seems to come. Of course, it's like
Yeah.
I feel like either the natural world or beings in the natural world, they want us to sing to them, and or they're singing through us even,
Mm-hmm.
something it feels very mysterious. um and also, I'm really interested in the fact that we've got ancient we've got songs that have come in the last maybe 400 or 500 years from that kind of folk tradition, but what about the lineage of song that happened before all of that, are the ancient songs that I
Mm.
feel like we've lost in this land, that in more indigenous traditions, like, it's why West African and South African songs and spiritual and gospels just speak so directly, I feel, is because of, I feel like, this ancient land-based connection. And I
Mm.
feel like in this country we've kind of lost that a bit, and
Yeah.
maybe the same way you are, in the westernized world. So there's something really important about that for me as well, like how can we remember or recreate the feeling of those ancient songs?
Mm.
So yeah, that's feels like an interest that's coming through.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for sharing that. That sounds like
Mm,
really powerful work and
yeah.
and needed, like starting at that place of just one person being in relationship with the land that you're on. I mean,
Yeah.
that's super important.
Yeah. Yeah, and I've been just today. I've been going around visiting lots of communities where people live on the land in Devon, and it's
Mhm.
amazing. Like my eyes are just getting open to the possibilities.
Mm.
Different communities that have set up as co-ops, and yeah, it's all really fascinating.
Oh, great. I'm so excited for you. As
Thank
you get
you.
deeper and darker and whatever else
Yeah,
comes your way. Yeah,
thank you, Jaden.
awesome.
Yeah,
Um, I do want to, just for our community here, just make a couple little
yeah.
announcements. So we are gonna be doing a holiday card exchange for anybody who wants to participate. So Joe has put a little bit of information in the chat and a link, and we'll also be sending out an email with more detailed instructions about how to get involved with that later today. So yeah, holiday card exchange, and it's a way to, give each other some support and show each other some love during this cold time of year. And also coming up in, oh, maybe like a week or so is our community sing. It'll be our last virtual community sing because they're going back to in person after this one. And so we are bringing like a lot of really wonderful artists to sort of end on a really high, joyous note. So Alex Cumming, Dan and Claudia Zanes, Kathy Bullock, Karen Dale, and maybe some other surprises. You'll just have to see. So please, we hope you'll join us for that for our final virtual community sing of the year. Um, it's December, not November. It is December, not November. Yeah. Somebody asked in the chat. So just keep an eye out for those things. Um, and with that being said, Fran, is there anything else that you kind of want to let us know about your world, or should we just get back into that first song again?
Oh, there's nothing I have. I am deliciously deep in hibernation right now.
Yay.
That's my Christmas event.
Love it.
So yeah,
Love it.
no concerts or anything, but lots of singing in the dark at home.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right. Do
Great.
you want to, yeah,
Yeah,
get into that first song?
yeah, that would be great. Let's end on a bit of Rise Up Shepherd. Now you know it once. We can go for it this time. Um, yes. Here we go. Oh, it's lovely to see you all. That's so lovely to see you all and sing with you all. And I've loved going through the chat. Thank you so much for all of your messages. It's lovely to read. So here we go. Rise Up Shepherd. Enjoy. Oh, I'll turn it up a bit again. There's a star in the east on Christmas morn. Rise up, shepherd, and follow. It will lead to the place where the Savior is born. Rise up, shepherd, and follow. Leave your ewes and leave your lambs. Rise up, shepherd, and follow. Leave your sheep and leave your rams. Rise up, shepherd, and follow. Follow, follow. Rise up, shepherd, and follow. Yeah, follow the star to Bethlehem. Rise up, shepherd, and follow. Yay. Verse 2, here we go. If you take good heed to the angel's words, rise up, shepherd, and follow. You'll forget your flocks, you'll forget your herds. Rise up, shepherd, and follow. Leave your troubles, leave your cares. Rise up, Rise up, people, and follow, yeah. Follow the star to Bethlehem. Rise up, people, and follow. Okay, ready for boogie? You got to follow. You got to follow. You got to follow. Follow the star. You got to follow. You got to follow. Yeah. You got to follow. Follow the star. Oh yeah. You got to follow. 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 Yeah. Follow the star. Ooh. You got to follow. 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 Pause. Follow the star. Woohoo! Loving the dancing, people.
Oh, love it. That is so joyful. Thank
Yes.
you, Fran, for bringing that today.
My pleasure. Lovely to sing with you. Lovely to be hosted by you, Jaden.
Yeah,
First
this is so
time.
fun.
Lovely.
It was really fun to have you back as a singer and yeah,
Yes.
hear you sing more
Oh,
again.
thank you.
Yeah, and really like so much well, I guess you don't need luck, but just good energy and good vibes as you're
Mm.
going on this new journey and thanks for sharing it with us today.
Oh,
Yeah.
pleasure. Thank you, Jaden.
Yeah, thank you. And I'm sure you'll be back soon hosting, so we'll see you
Yes.
again
See
soon.
you very soon.
All right, everybody, help me thank Fran for her wonderful songs today. Thanks so much. And we can't wait to sing with you again. We'll see you next time.
See you
Bye,
soon.
Fran.
Bye.
And thank you, everybody, for joining us today. We are going to, yeah, we're going to work on that link because people said it's not working for the card exchange link. So we'll look at that and then we'll send out an email. It all should be taken care of. So we still need to say goodbye. Goodbye to Storm in Massachusetts. Thanks for being here today. And Susan in Cincinnati, great to be with you. And Cricket in Silver Spring, Sheila in Florida, great to be with you both. Kevin in New Hampshire, good to see you. And Ruth and Clive in Birmingham, good to see you too. Bye to Carolyn in Boise and Nancy in Washington State and your cow. And Bonnie in Boise, good to see you. Bye to Mabel, joined by Bob now, and some bears in Massachusetts. Goodbye to Hoda in BC. Bye, Nat in California. Kathy in Denver, good to see you. Nick and Rosie, who's somewhere nearby in the UK. Thanks for tuning in. Bye, Deli in Silver Spring. Bye, Gary in Massachusetts and Julie in Ontario. Goodbye, of course, to Joe in New Hampshire. Thanks for supporting us on tech today. And Jane in Texas, good to see you. Bye, Sue in Seattle. And oh, we were joined by Curly Tops. I see 3 Curly Tops in one screen. Bye. Thanks for joining today. And Fred in Silver Spring, good to see you. Bye, Aloysius in Massachusetts. And bye, Hindi, good to see you today. Bye, Caroline in DC. And Sandy, who joined in from Western North Carolina. Ray, Joe's mom, thanks for joining today. And Karen Renner, thanks for joining today as well. Loriana, Kachina, and Courtney, glad you made it. And Bob on your iPhone, although I think that's Bob who's next to Mabel right now. Cool. And Lynn in Connecticut, thanks for joining as well. And of course, thank you to everybody who watched on the live stream. We'll sing with you again tomorrow. Have a wonderful rest of your day.